All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this video. I'm Isaiah Mendoza, and this is my final presentation of my web application called Vital Track. Um, Vital Track is a full stack fitness tracking application that allows users to record workouts, meals, and daily progress, all within a clean and secure interface. The purpose behind Vital Track is to create a simple but powerful um, tool that encourages consistency in fitness uh, fitness routines, especially for people who want a centralized place to track their health habits. During this presentation, I'll walk you guys through the app, show you guys where the application is, where you'll insert your username or email and then your password to create one, or if you've already created one, your just log in. The kind of what I used to build it, database, like how the back end database function together. The security features I implemented, and how the hosting is configured so the app works from anywhere, basically. I'll also cover some design decisions and challenges I ran into during development. This entire project demonstrates full stack development skills. Uh, Everything from routing, authentication, UI, API, endpoints, state management, database, crude operations, deployment, and security. Excuse me. VitalTrack is fully deployed online and accessible through any live URL hosted on Render. I'll go ahead and show you guys. This is the URL where anyone can access it from any web app like Chrome, Safari, Edge, Firefox, any devices. This can be accessed. Render is the server that I'm using, and it hosts both the front end and back end on the same domain, which creates a smoother and more consistent experience for the users. Since the app is hosted online instead of locally, it can be opened, like I said, anywhere, any browser, whether it's Windows laptop, a Windows laptop, Mac, a tablet, even a Linux OS. It can still access it. Even your phones can access it, tablets, like I just said. Personally, I did test my app on Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and on my phone just to confirm that it does work. It does. I did also have my brother test it out to make sure it works. It does. And so I didn't just have myself test it. I did have some other people test it. And yeah. Something that I thought was important for me to this project or for this project was creating a consistent and a pleasant interface. I wanted the user to experience um like to experience like the feels like for them to experience to feel simple, like welcoming and intuitive. The layout is centered around clarity. uh, for example, the login right here. um the login and registration forms are spaced and aligned to reduce visual clutter. This is the login page, so if you haven't created an account with us, you'll insert your email, your password, and you'll go ahead and register. And then once you've registered, you'll be able to log in and you'll log out, log in, blah 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 blah. Sections for workouts and meals are separated into clean cards or lists. As we can see right here, this is where you'll add and you'll edit your workouts. You'll only be able to edit your workouts once you've logged your workouts. Right here, once you've logged them, there'll be like a little small edit button right here where you can go back to it. You can edit them and so on. Um, the meals are as same. They'll show up right here. It'll give you your calorie progress too. Um, Buttons and input fields follow the same color pattern and sizing. So majority of the buttons will look similar to this, as we can see back in the home page, right here, or they'll show up very similar to like this one too. Um, I used consistent margins, padding, and alignment to keep the interface cohesive. A lot of attention was placed on readability, especially for users who may be entering data quickly at the gym or during meal prep, which I can totally understand. Um, for example, I used Clean Sans serif fonts, clear labels, and spacing that makes it easy for users to scan their entries. Um, although the although this app isn't heavily styled with animations or advanced graphics, it does offer a straightforward and pleasant environment, um, which aligns perfectly uh, for you know um, it aligns perfectly for like the feeling, like it getting that feeling that it's simple. From a usability perspective, each function in the app is easy to discover. Whether you're logging a meal or updating a workout, the user flow is smooth. Um, this helps demonstrate in good UI, uh, UX fundamentals, and so on. Um, Now I'll go into the back end side, which is the core of the application. VitalTrack, my app, uses Node.js and Express as the server framework. Express handles the routing and authentication workouts and meals. Each set of functionality is organized into separate route files. Um, this keeps the back end organized and modular. The back end includes uh, our authentication routes, like uh, for the login, log out, and registration. Um, Workout routes for creating, reading, updating, and deleting workouts. Um, Same goes for the meals. It's the same thing as the workouts, but for the meals for managing your nutrition logs. session handling to keep users logged in securely, middleware for security, rate limiting, and cross-origin access. So every API endpoint interacts um, directly with the databases. For example, when a user logs a workout, the backend validates the data, which stores it in the SQLite, and returns a response confirming the action. When the page loads, the backend queries uh, the database and sends the user's stored data back to the front end, so it um, so it can be displayed. This two-way communication is what makes VitalTrack a true full stack application. Um, so VitalTrack uses, as I've stated, um, SQLite database, which is integrated directly into the backend and deployed with the project on render. SQLite was chosen because it's lightweight, file-based, and perfect for uh, VitalTrack. But despite being simple, SQLite handles all CRUD operations, create, read, update, and delete extremely reliably. When a user creates an account, their information is written into the database when they log workouts or meals. Those entries are added as new records with unique IDs. So when they update or delete something, the backend um, modifies uh, or removes those records. I also added foreign key constraints where needed so that the data stays consistent. For example, workouts are tied to specific user ID that created them. The database design includes three main tables: users, workouts, and meals. Each contains the required fields like dates, exercise names, calories, reps, notes, and more. Um, During development, I wrote migration files so that the database structure could be created automatically. This helped ensure that the app would deploy successfully on render with a fresh environment. This database integration uh, I think it demonstrates my app uh, to the full. Um, Security was another major part of this project. VitalTrack implements several different layers of protection. Uh, First, we have our express sessions. Um, so the express sessions, they securely store the user's login state on the server, so no sensitive information has to be kept in the browser itself. Um, we have the Helmet middleware, which secures the HTTP headers, protecting the app from uh, common attacks such as like cross-site scripting and clickjacking, stuff like that. We got rate limiting. Uh, we have the HTTPS encryption. Since the app is deployed on render, it automatically receives SSL encryptions. So meaning it is always accessed over HTTPS instead of HTTP. We have sanitized inputs And that's about it for the security. Uh, for like the development process challenges and kind of what I've learned, I kind of wanted to talk about it itself, like my experience during this itself. Throughout the project, I ran into several challenges, especially with development or more so deployment, setting up render to work with SQLite required adjusting the file paths and organizing environment variables correctly. Um, I also had to restructure paths of my backend, fix cores issues, and test the application multiple times. To ensure the database migration ran smoothly. These these challenges definitely taught me a lot about debugging, reading server logs, and understanding how local development uh, differs from production deployment. Another challenge was designing the routes to be modular and secure. I learned how important middleware is for handling sessions, like parsing JSON, and validating requests. Overall, this project significantly improved my understanding of full stack architecture, not just writing code, but also hosting, database management, and system design. So, in conclusion, uh, VitalTrack is a fully functional, uh, full stack web application uh, with my or hopefully the a clear understanding of the purpose for you guys as the users. Helping you know helping the users stay on top of their fitness journey by logging meals and workouts in a secure and easy to use interface. Um but after all of this, I am proud to say that this app is a fully working uh app, just as I said, but I am proud of the work that I've done and to be able to show you guys what I've done. So, uh, without further ado, I want to thank you all for listening and watching my presentation. So, once again, thank you, and I hope your futures are all great. So, thank you for watching, and uh, good luck to everyone on their in their future. And thanks for watching.